Hey guys, this is Daniel Zambrano, and today guys, I'm going to go over how to make a fist. A lot of people, they think they know how to make a fist, and a lot of times it's not a fist, okay? And this is specifically for bare knuckle punching, alright? So, the first thing I want you to know is there's 3 types of fists that you can make, alright? The first way is called a clenched fist. The second way is a slide, and the third way is a roll. Okay, so I'm going to go over all 3 different types of fists, and hopefully you'll understand how to make a proper fist, and that way you won't get your hand injured when you're in a fight, especially in a street fight. Way is called the clench. Okay, usually a lot of people will do it when they're not ready for fighting, or they haven't really fought with anybody, or they boxed and what have you, and they'll just clench their fist. Basically, a clenching fist is just squeezing your hands, and then all of a sudden that's a clenched fist. And then you start punching. But what happens with a clenched fist is it stays spongy. It's spongy because it's not solid. So when you hit somebody, it has give to it. Okay? So you don't want to use that kind of a fist when you're punching with somebody. You want to have it solid and hard. Alright? So a clenched fist is just a basic squeezing your hands together and then striking in that way. Okay? So when you're fighting, as far as in a fight on the street, a lot of guys will just clench their fist and start turning their hands in the horizontal position, and usually they end up hurting or breaking their hands or messing up their wrists or what have you. So it's not good to throw a clenched fist, especially in a street fight. Okay, so that's the first type of fist that people will make. So be careful with that one and get out of the habit of making that type of fist, because it's not a very good way of striking somebody. Okay, the second type of fist, I call it the slide. The reason why it's a slide is because what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands together and bring the fingers down to the palms and slide up. Okay, you slide up, and then after you just grab the fold or the part of the knuckle guard here, you slide up and grab that, and then you put your hands in this position. It's a solid position, and you're able to strike, and it makes your fist very strong. Okay, so the reason why you would do something like that is maybe your fingers are longer, maybe some of your fingers are a little bit longer than others, and so it's hard to make a proper fist. So the slide helps you be able to grab more of the padding of your palm and be able to grab onto that, so that way when you strike, it's more solid. All right. So that's the second type of fist you can make. It works really well. It gives you a nice solid fist, so when you're striking somebody, it's going to be a lot easier to strike, give you a lot more power, and it will cause you to not get injured, because your hands are going to be more nice and solid and hard when you're striking somebody in the head. All right? So the slide is the next type of fist you're going to be making. The third kind of fist is called the roll. You roll them. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands together, and you're going to roll your fingers. Okay? You're going to roll your fingers. All right? And then after, you're going to bring your thumbs across the index fingers, okay? And he's going to touch the middle finger, all right? So this kind of fist is the kind I like the best. Just roll it, have your hand on top of the pad of your fingers, all right? And you bring your thumbs across, and you lock them in, And so now you're ready to punch. This is a good fist to hit with, all right? For the thunder, lightning. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your fist in the you can punch in the horizontal position again to the below the clavicles and under, great, all right, but not to the head. To the head, it's vertical or diagonal. Okay, and this type of punch in a diagonal manner is the most dangerous type of punch you can throw using these type of fists. Okay, so again, you bring your fingers together and you roll it, and you bring your thumbs over, and you're ready to go. Do not bring that thumb across the middle finger, okay? Don't try to do that. What's going to happen, if you do that, it's going to curve or round out your fist, because you're squeezing it, and it's going to round out the top of your fist, and so it's going to give you a very weak and fragile fist when you hit with it, okay? So do not do that. What you want to do is just keep it across and just touching the middle finger, all right? Because if you roll, again, if you bring it across, it's just going to give you a curved and rolled fist, and that's not a good fist to hit with. All right? So again, just roll it, Keep it on the touching the middle finger across the index finger. Okay. And that's how you make it. Another thing you need to understand is the difference between a clenched fist versus a rolled fist. So a clenched versus a rolled fist. All right. When you roll your fist, you get a tighter fist, a harder fist, and a more powerful fist, especially when you're striking your opponent. When you clench it, it's softer, it's weaker. The structure of the fist is susceptible to injury. So it's always best to make a rolled fist versus just a clenched fist, okay? And the thing is that it's more safer, again, like I told you, when you're fighting out there in the street. So again, the difference is this is weaker, clenching it versus rolling it. It's more stronger, all right? And you're gonna get a lot more, cause a lot more damage with a solid rock, okay, as opposed to a sponge. That's not what you want, all right? So roll that. Another thing I want to go over is a lot of guys will tell you, you know, when you strike somebody, leave your hand loose, and at the last moment, clench your fist and strike somebody. And I say, if you're fighting the street, you don't need to do that. What you need to do is just keep your fist rolled and tight when you're striking. Because understand, guys, in a street fight, it's going to last 5 to 10 seconds. Okay? So really, to fight the 10 seconds, keep them tight. You just bang away at the guy and take him out as hard as you can. Okay? There's no time for you to clench, unclench, you know. It's not good. It doesn't take a long time. That's fine if you're sparring or if you're you know, in the ring, you know, because then you have plenty of time to do that, especially when you're wearing gloves. You know, you can clench your fist, you can unclench it, you know, as you're striking somebody and hitting, and it works really well. That's no problem. But in a street fight, 5, 8, 10 seconds is the time you're going to get. Keep them tight and just go and keep going and take them out. Okay, so it's the best way to do it. And as far as the controversy between tightening versus non-tightening, just keep them tight. And a lot of guys will tell you, well, it'll slow you down and you can't get that much reach. Well, you know what? In a street fight, you're fighting close to medium range, and you're just going at it, right? There's really no defense. It's all, majority of the time, it's offense, and you're just seeing who's the one that's going to hit the most, hit the hardest, and who hits first, okay? And if you get your punches off first and keep on jamming on them, then you're going to take them out, and there's no need to, you know, unclench your fist. Just keep them tight and take out the guy. So I hope this information will help you. And again, like I said before, you know, if you have any questions or any comments, just, you know, put them on there on YouTube, you know. Also, you know, like the video so we can get it out to other people, you know. And subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of information I'm going to be giving you guys. More of this information that nobody's been talking about. I mean, I look around and I see nobody talking about this information, so I'm just trying to put it out there for you guys so you can at least have something out there besides what's, you know, the usual. And because I could just talk about punching, you know, throwing a jab, throwing a cross and a hook, and teach the same way everybody else does. But there's a lot of little intricacies, especially when you're fighting bare knuckle, that they don't talk about because they don't know it, or they've never been taught it, or they don't want to talk about it. Okay, so I'm trying to give you this information to hopefully help you guys, especially the ones that are going to be using it for, you know, street fighting or, you know, bare knuckle fighting. Okay, so until next time, this is Dan Sobrano. Take care, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.